All right, everyone. Welcome to part three of landing and settling on Triton. Uh, to give you a summary of the journey so far, we started out in space. It's searched for comet, settled there, look for all the ores, and then build pretty much a station in the ice comet. And then we built a cruiser, this one that you see in front of us, loaded it up entirely with all the components that we're gonna need for building a base, so that we didn't have to drill anything or even wait for components to be produced. We had refiners and assemblers with speed modules in our ice comet and plenty of fuel for our engines, so we didn't care about power or fuel or hydrogen. We had plenty. So now we set out this expedition fully uh, stocked with resources. And when we were looking for a base location, we also found an enemy outpost. And we raided the outpost in the previous episode and already grinded away the station and packed it back up into the cruiser. So now what we're going to do immediately is go to a space station that we found the coordinates for yesterday, and we're going to see if they sell spaceships, and hopefully they do. And if they do, we will then settle a base nearby so that anyone that joins this server, this is one of the official servers, NA number one or US number one of the Steam servers, the one with the star at the left, they float up to the top of the list. If you join that server and join the faction name Tech, TEK, you will be able to spawn in one of our bases and use all the refiners, assemblers, build your starship, and get started. It's about to be morning in Perth time, so it's perfect timing. As we're climbing in altitude, we're seeing the sun start to rise behind the mountain. There's the mountain still blocking it, but it's fine. No rush. Okay, we're gonna level with the ground. Last time we also created a group for our backward thrusters so that we can turn them off and then we don't have to be losing velocity as we're traveling. Okay, so the station is going to be 40 kilometers in this direction. We're going to have to cross this mountain. Let's keep climbing. I am going to turn off the brakes. So now, the only thing that's going to slow us down is going to be the friction of the air. So as long as we're level with the ground, yep, we will not be slowing down. Need some altitude, so I'm just gonna hold A, and that way I can just use A and C to lower and raise altitude, but I don't have to worry about momentum. It'll just go forward. Then also you conserve energy as well, because you're not spending energy slowing down and then accelerating again, and then energy slowing down and then again accelerating again. You know, you just let inertia do its job and keep the forward momentum for you. So let's cross this mountain and then we'll align to the GPS coordinates of the space station. It's a sunrise. Gonna look in front of us. We're still good. Perfect. We're running away from the sunrise. The sun is setting back in because we're flying away from it. But eventually we'll slow down and it'll sneak up back up. So we're kind of like flying with the horizon of the sun. So let's turn back HUD. UVX station, let's realign even better. Okay, also notice your level, the level changes. There it goes. Now we can level out. Now that we lost all lateral momentum. Then we're in the direction of the station, so we can turn off the HUD. So yeah, we have reached pretty much the flight altitude. At this point, the captain would say, "It's okay to to unfasten seat belts." Pretty much a straight shot now. 25 kilometers to go. Okay, I'm gonna check my level. Yeah, the curvature of the planet, suddenly you're facing upwards and it slows you down because your upward thruster starts pointing forward ever so slightly, but it's enough for them to start slowing the ship down. What we can do is point it a little bit downwards to compensate. "20 kilometers, we're halfway." I'm gonna rename the raid cache to Triton Olympus. This is the mountain name. There it is. Yep. It's got an R. Typed it with an R. I'm gonna fix the typo. There it is. I can hide it. There's nothing over there anymore. Looks like the players have been here before. You can tell by the holes that appear on the ice surface. That is where players have dug before. But we are going towards a space station, so it's likely there are spawn points nearby, but it's no problem because we want that we want this base that we're gonna build to be a hub for new players to get started quickly, have all refineries assemblers, and since we're gonna settle near a space station, NPC faction space station, we'll be able to complete missions and with the space credit purchase a safe zone chip, I think it's called, and with that chip you can install a safe zone bubble. It's like a protective shield that prevents players from grinding, welding. You can choose grinding, welding, or firing weapons using tools. You can change a ton of settings, but basically you create a protective bubble that no one can damage your base. I think you can even prevent block damage, so no one can even crash into it. Um, But yeah, that's what it's meant for you to create a base location that is publicly accessible. Because otherwise, people would be afraid to share the base locations with other players because they would get raided, right? It's like saying, hey, here's all my resources, attack me and claim them. But with a safe zone chip, uh, you'll be able to invite other factions and, you know, meet up, create meetups, and fly out and do more contracts. You'll have the NPC faction next to you, so you can group up with friends and all get the faction missions and go out and do the missions together. But always have your base over there to full of cryopods, assemblers, hydrogen tanks, refineries, all the good stuff. Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna check the HUD now and see how far we are from our station. Oh, there we already got the beacon registered for it. We're within beacon distance of the space station and it's 5.6 kilometers away from us and closing very quickly, very rapidly because it's right there. It's in the ice. Okay, so we're going to turn on our brake thrusters. We're initiating our descent. Flight attendants, please be seated. Okay, slowing down, 75 meters per second. 3 kilometers away from destination. Safe zone bubble is visible and active. Yeah, I was kind of wondering. It's like, why don't I see the bubble? Okay, 40 meters per second. Okay, let's preserve this velocity. Turn off braking thrust. Keep a level surface so that we don't get any momentum laterally. 2 kilometers away from destination. Gaining momentum, 50 meters per second. Engaging brake thrust. Let's go down to 25. Achieved. Disengaging brake thrust. Okay, let's lower altitude now. 1.5 kilometers away from destination. Altitude is 750 meters. 600 meters. 400 meters. Approaching destination. Gauging brake thrust. Oof, we got momentum there. Didn't notice. Tilting up so that our atmospheric thrusters compensate. There we go. 4 meters per second. Perfect. Good to lower. Descend. 150 meters from the ground. Let's go to 100 meters. Keep it there. Go forward. Enter safe zone bubble. This cruiser is a little bit too large for the landing pad. So we're just gonna park it anywhere within the safe bubble so that no player can attack our cruiser while we're checking out the base. Okay, so looks like we're good. Check your level, make sure you're level to the ground. Check your velocity, no momentum. So we're good to descend. And then anything within 5 meters per second is good for touchdown. We have touchdown imminent. You cannot lock on a safe zone, but our weight distribution is pretty good. I'm gonna confirm we're we're heavily loaded with material, so our weight might have shifted during, but okay. Thrusters off. Weight seems pretty balanced and level. Our ship is stable. Okay, let's be careful not to. Well, if it were a small grid, yes, you can tilt it by just impacting it with the engineer, but you cannot do that with large grids. I'm low on hydrogen, so I'm gonna get a boost, but turning off the cruiser puts the tanks on stockpile, so I'm gonna disengage stockpile. I'm also gonna turn on. Nah, I'm good. That's it. Okay, and then let's get a tank. Our tank is kind of low, so let's get more. We don't need oxygen. Okay, this is a oxygen rich environment. Awesome. So we're low enough in the altitude of Triton where there's enough oxygen pressure. Let's see if we see this. We see the alien planet from this location. We don't see any other planet. Okay, I think we'll see the sunrise because all we see in the horizon. Marlos, welcome. EOS or Steam server, what is the difference between them? Oh, great question. I'll explain. I'm just talking about the official ones, of course. The EOS servers are crossplay. You're playing with players in PC and Xbox or PS. So yeah, we see the horizon. Like over there, all the horizon is ice, and over here as well. Almost all the horizon is ice. So we'll see the sunrise and sunset really epic. Okay, so lowering to the ground. Okay, now I can answer your question and I can focus on your question. Okay, so EOS servers are cross-play server. So and there are a few differences. For example, remember that consoles don't have the same processing power as a PC. So therefore, the planets that they have available are divided between different maps. You won't have all the planets in one single universe. So you have to choose which universe, and different EOS servers, for example, will have distant planets, and in distant planets you play Alien World and Pertam. Some of them will have distant moons, and you'll play Europa, Triton, and I don't know all the moons of Jupiter and Saturn. And if you play home system, then you have Mars, Moon, and Earth. So they're kind of like split so that the processing power is conserved, but also it's kind of good because people are limited to where they can build and it's easy to find other players. Secondly, everything else works the same and work it's actually more challenging in console because you don't have inertia dampeners. So in inertia dampeners will prevent clang from like destroying pistons, rotors, wheels. So you can just click share inertia dampeners and it'll prevent like bouncing forces and different forces acting on the same object at the same time, creating like potential crashes and things. So things become more stable when you share inertia dampeners, but that is not available in console. So if you join an EOS server, you have to play without inertia tensioners. Um, but if you play on the Steam servers, only PC players can join you. Yes, so that's the main difference. Steam servers, only PC players, but you have better, like everything even looks better. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's like processing power, but uh, you don't have to deal with inertia tensors too. Okay, in this store we see they sell gold or gold ingots, magnesium powder, platinum ingots they sell. Okay, looks like they'll buy platinum, magnesium. Yeah, each station will buy different things and they will sell different things. Okay, that's the store. See the contracts. There's gotta be a way. Looking, it's not the vending machine. This station looks exactly the same as the other one. I'm just trying to expect, see what I can interact with. There should be a way to purchase starships from it. I need to figure this out. This is the second station, and I think all stations should. It has a little compartment here. Like you could literally no, this is an oxygen-rich environment and it's warm temperature. You can use one of the beds in one of these stations. Just turn your helmet off. Make sure your helmet is open before you do this. But you can definitely, uh, rest here. And when you log back in, your engineer will be right here where you left them. You wouldn't have died. You wouldn't have lost the inventory. You can even drop things here in these lockers. No, these ones, but the armory ones. Okay, no, this is not one. Okay, I'm just exploring the space station. There's the beacon. What about the connector? Access denied. This is the stairs up and down. I gotta figure it out. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta figure this out because it's gonna take less time for me to look it up than for me to just fly to the next space station. Although we're discovering a ton of space stations, and you notice they sell and they buy different things. The one we found earlier, the first one, buys gold. So we can process a ton of gold and then come back and sell it for hundreds of thousands of space credits, if not millions. Okay, space engineers. How to purchase ships. How do you guys buy ships at the store? Only a few factions are into selling ships. The mining groups will deal in ore and mineral. There are others who specialize in components and ships. Look for builder type names and go shopping. Also add when you purchase a ship, you will find it somewhere just outside the station in the safe zone. Happy hunting. But NPC stores don't sell them? As Buster said, only some of the factions will sell ships. Read the faction description to know which ones sell them. The ships aren't physically present until you buy them, though. It is not like buying a car in the world. There is no lot filled with ships outside the station. People just steal them. People would just steal them. Nice. Okay, that's courtesy of here. It's a Reddit post for no, it's a Steam general discussion. Okay, awesome. But so the answer is this is a ore dealing faction. Let's look at the faction that we discovered. NPC discovered. Uh, Non-player. We discovered sovereign hauling, top supplier of components, tools, and gases. Okay, this space pirates are enemy, and UVX, universal excavators. So UVX excavators deal with ore, and sovereign hauling deals with components. So maybe that's why they over there gold was in demand because they used the gold to make components. Whereas here, I think ore was also in demand. Let's see what is in demand. I want to make memory so that I know what to bring and if it's convenient. Okay, sell. They want cobalt ore, but cobalt ore is really heavy. I'm not gonna like haul cobalt ore. It's gonna cost me a ton of magnesium. I can build them a ton of detector components. Look, they're paying 2,000 space credits per 11 pieces of detector components. That's a lot. That's a lot. I can bring hundreds of and thousands of detector components. They're looking for platinum ore, but again, heavy. Um, and uranium ore. Steel plates, only 1,000 per 300. That's digging a lot of iron. I rather build them detector components, and bring them to sell. That's what they want because they are ore. They're an ore processing facility. They need those detector components to detect ore, and then mine more, but it's not convenient for me to bring them, like 1,000 kilograms of ore. You know how much hydrogen and energy is gonna take me to haul that? No, it's gonna be like counterproductive. So let's turn on our cruiser, and now that we have the station, we know this one is in demand of components or construction components. I remember, but I'm lucky that I just figured to notice because I wasn't actually trying to look for it. That the other station is in demand of gold ingots, so I can refine them, make them very light packed and low volume consuming, pack them up in a starship, and then bring them all over to the station and sell them even more at a higher price than if I were to sell the ore. Because if I sell the ore, one, it's heavy, but I get less space credits per kilogram. If I process it over time and then bring back the ingots, oof, ton of space credit. But still, we're not settling here. We're settling in a space station that sells starships, so the hunt keeps on. We have to keep looking for. I'll show you. Look, there are a ton of factions. Non-player factions. Where are they? Non-player, here they are. Undiscovered. Pretty much we've only discovered two friendly factions and two enemy factions. So we have a ton of more than 12, more than a dozen. So there's an unknown signal over there. I'm gonna turn off hydrogen. We don't need it, and I don't want to be looking for ice shortly. Let's turn off the ion as well. We don't need it, but we're good on power because we raided a base yesterday, and we were able to recharge using drain all their batteries. So we're going to look for the faction that this. Turn it off. I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of the uranium. The uranium one is 1,000 kilometers away from my the comet, so it's not something that I really want to go after. But still, it's uranium. It's probably worth the trip, especially if we have jump drives. You can set the distance on the jump drive, and you literally appear like just 20 kilometers away from it. All these markers that don't have a name, are the first ones, and they're really far away. So I'm getting rid of them. Okay, magnesium, iron, and this is gonna simplify everything. Almost done. All these empty ones. That's the first ice ice comment. So I'll leave it. Nah, it's really far away too. Let's get rid of it. And that's it. Yes, that simplifies our GPS. Sorry for that, but okay. It's always good to have a clean, organized list. Okay, let's turn on the thrusters for boost. Gate terminal velocity. Let's follow this ice path and see if we find any more stations. Terminal velocity reached. Hydrogen thrusters off. Braking thrusters off as well. And we're good. Oh, unknown signal below us. Ah, we don't care. We're gonna keep going. Those are cosmetic items, but we're on a mission, man. We gotta find this, and I don't know how long it'll take. So I wanna be focused on finding a faction station that sells starships, so that you guys just join and are there already. You know, you spawn there already, and when you spawn in our space station, you will find everything you need. A nice, warm, pressurized environment with cryopods for you to log out in, um, um, refiners, assemblers, everything, refueling hydrogen tanks for your spaceships, you know, everything you need. And even a safe zone bubble, like the one we just saw over there, like that one that you see in the back. I'll show you. That one that prevents people from destroying the space station also will prevent people from destroying ours. So our base will become like one of those factions. As long as it remains with power, it will not despawn. It'll stay there perpetually. And with the safe zone, players can arrive and we can trust them because they're not going to be able to grind away anything, even if they wanted to. They cannot take our reactor, grind away our reactor. Yeah, it's going to have a large reactor. So you can just turn the reactor on and completely like recharge all your batteries. And then just remember to turn it off. We're probably gonna leave it on because reactors are really efficient. They only consume the uranium ingot that the system demands in terms of power. So if the system is not demanding power, oof, we get a view to Mars. We're getting a view to Mars now. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see where we settle. But right now we should see alien planet. There is alien planet, and there is Mars. So probably in this direction we'll see Earth shortly. Alright, but yeah, if you guys enjoy the stream, please don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified when we go live. And yeah, we'll keep going and hunting for. And we want to do this on all the planets. I'm also settling in an EOS server, like a friend asked earlier, because those are crossplay. So if the players that are playing on console, they'll be able to find a base similar to this one, literally the same blueprint, identical. But that one I'm settling in Pertam just to spice things up because PC players might want to, join both, and that way, there's a place for because PC players can join EOS servers as well. They're crossplay; everyone can join. So we will have Steam server, but eventually I want, hopefully let's hope for that. Knock on wood and all that we'll be able to like establish a if we have enough community. So join the Discord because once we have there's the Earth peeking through. Awesome, we'll see the Earth. Once we have enough players on Discord and the community, then we will probably invest in a server of our own, and then everyone plays in the same server. And we don't have to compete. Um, because people that join the Discord are the ones that are gonna know the password or to join, and their friends. You can always bring friends. I don't mind. But you know, it's so that it doesn't fill up with. It's a space for you guys. You know, free of charge. Although by then, you know, if the community can keep the servers up, then my wallet would appreciate that by donations, you know, and things like that. Yeah, that would be good. I think that is fair. I'm gonna fly this way because I noticed earlier the bubble did not render. So I see a big area of ice over there. I want to fly around it, see if any space station renders in. This is a good area to settle in. Look at all this area for you to race cars in. Like you can go terminal velocity on a car. It's perfectly smooth. So we can build a racetrack around here very, very conveniently. And we don't even have to pave it. All we have to put up is boundaries so that people have to like corner. Oh, look, the sunsets, sunrise is right there. That is epic. Oh man, please be a station. There's a hole. There's a big hole over there. Let's see if it's a station. I'm gonna check my. Yeah, we're good. Still have power. Leveling. Nah, it looks like there's no space station. I think it would have rendered in already. I'm starting to turn. Okay. I'm gonna use this camera to zoom out and see if there's a. Wow, looks like there is. Okay. Okay, wait. Looks like a base here. There's a base here. Yep. Someone dug quite a bit of terrain. Why would they do that if they hadn't settled here? Okay, so we can turn on our HUD, use our camera. Check this out. Okay. Race altitude. Okay, we're doing a pass. I see a hole. I see no structures. Leveling out. Nah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. There's the Earth. Let's fly towards this. That's the barrier. That barrier over there. There's another hole over there. Okay, hydrogen thruster engaging. Get a boost. This helps me level and get rid of a sideways momentum. Reading the chat. Oh, I see a base. Okay. No. What is that? Is that a base? Something rendered in there. What's it all? Yeah, there's people. Someone settled nearby. Oh, connection problem. And we don't have break. Come on, don't DC. Good bot tells you when the server is about to restart. So keep an eye on the chat always, because the server has a robot program that will alert you. It'll say, "Good bot says server restart in 10 minutes," and then it alerts you again in 5 minutes. Let's fly over that hole and see what's around there. Looks like there were bases here at once, but they have despawned, and the ground just as soon as I get close, it's kind of like healthy again. Okay, let's drastically change trajectory. Engaging thruster. I'm banking. There we go. Leveling out. Okay, thrusters off. Good to go. Yeah, the journey continues. We could explore the surface of Triton. This server is East Coast. Awesome. Perfect. I didn't know that. Good to know. I'm also East Coast. So we just keep going and flying, enjoying the view. Tony, don't sing. You're an engineer, you're not a singer. It's nice though. It's nice flying this. Especially once like you don't have to worry about turn off the brakes. Turn off the brake, get altitude and turn off the brake thrusters and just leave it like that. All you have to do is tilt it a little bit downwards every so often so that your brake thrusters, your upward thrusters don't start slowing you down. As the planet starts to curve, the surface starts to curve. Excuse me. Okay, there should be a station near this area. Seems like we've been. Oh, there's a blizzard incoming. Okay, this is a warning. When you see it's about to be zero visibility. Okay. I'm losing momentum. Okay, leveling out. Okay, we're level. Forward trajectory. Losing all visibility. But we cannot land here. We gotta get to the patch of ice. Lights are on. Okay, what we'll do is we'll fly. I think we can see the horizon. We might stay, we might not even land. We might fly through the blizzard. And what we'll do is use the HUD and the controls in order to operate the starship. We won't use like a sight. The only sight is the horizon. It's gonna prevent us from crashing into a mountain. So we're gonna keep that cursor towards the horizon. If we see a beacon, then awesome. Other than that, we're gonna stay also looking at the altitude, which right now is 500 meters. So I'm gonna climb a little bit. There, this is good. And then keep an eye on the level and keep an eye on your velocity. Okay, no. I'm gonna take advantage of this storm. Storms can last for a long time. I'm gonna do something better. Okay, stop. Okay, brake thrusters, engage 6. Oh, looks like it's pretty clear right now. It's clearing up. I think we flow away from the storm. Okay, no. Change of plan, change of plan. Keep on the cruiser. I was gonna deploy a car because the car in this flat surface can actually travel better than. Yesterday I tried climbing a mountain, the steepest mountain, with the car, and it wasn't a good idea. Let's check the sunrise. Okay, sunrise is this way. Let's go this way. Okay, at least we found two different types of factions. We found one that sells ores, that specializes in ores, and one that specializes in components. We're just missing the one, the rare one. I don't know if they're rare or not. I guess they are because we found two and two zero. So if we find a faction that sells spaceships, we'll settle there, and you guys don't have to hunt like I am right now. But I appreciate you guys joining me here for the hunt for this, because it takes a little patience, but it's very rewarding. And I didn't know to do this for a long time. Like I didn't think of you know you always start in a survival pod. The game gives you a data pad, and you never go after the space station. You just gotta like, okay, grind, put up wind turbines, blah blah blah. Let's get some stone, and then you forget like, oh, I could have gone to the space station. And also, every time you load a new character, you start with space credits. Okay, you have 10,000 space credits to your name, so you could have already bought platinum and made welder tools, elite welder tools on day one, elite grinder, like all those kind of stuff. Yeah, oof. We're flying, we're going fast as we can. We're looking around. We're not missing any station. Ah, look at that. Oh, sometimes I hit the wrong key. There we have a stable level. Okay, we have 44 more minutes of flight time before we have to turn on the reactor. We can keep going. We can keep flying past that, but we have to turn the reactor on in order to end the engine, and it's gonna start draining hydrogen. And if our hydrogen runs out, then we have to land and start chugging ice into the cruiser. But it has generators, and then we'll deploy the car. If that happens, while the generators process the ice, we'll deploy the car. Oh, what is that? That looks like something. Strong unknown signal. It looks like a hole in the snow. Someone started digging. That's it. Alright, let's keep going down the glacial. We've kind of lost a little bit of altitude, so I'm gonna adjust. I don't want to be too high up because remember that we're only gonna see the beacon first. I feel like I want to deploy the car. What do you guys think? Should we deploy the car? and look for the station in the car traveling through this flat glacial? Or should we keep going with the cruiser? Because it's expensive in energy to fly with the cruiser. Very soon, then I'm gonna have to do the chore of filling it up with hydrogen. If I deploy the car, I can travel for days on 3 batteries. You know, there's a big hole over there. Let's fly towards it. That's a big one. Someone may have put up a drill there. Yeah, I'm gonna deploy the car. I'm gonna deploy the car. Let's deploy the car. I love the car blueprint. It's very, very minimal too. We're gonna land in this hole. Okay, lowering altitude, 200 meters. Okay, gauging slow. Brake thrust. Oh, it's a base load. It's a base. But it's just a few blocks. There's silicon, nickel, and magnesium. Alright, continuing our descent. 90 meters on the ground. Checking level. We're level. Continue descent. Keep it under 10 meters. Okay. Touchdown imminent. We got touchdown. Exit. Landing gear locked. Cruiser off. Nope. Oh yeah. Cruiser off. And then cruiser reactor on. That's fine. Let's turn it on for a little bit. Turn it on. And then check our batteries. Recharge in 43 minutes. So let's leave it doing that. Let's also get our tanks and take away stockpile because we're gonna stay around. Okay. I'm gonna produce a little bit of ammo, but we also have to turn the assembler on. Oh, it is on. There it is. Producing. Yeah, because I have a rifle, but I don't have any ammo for it. So it's like, what are you doing? Are you for show? No. Okay, we need that. We need interior plates. Perfect. Computer, interior plates. I don't know. I think that's all we need. Let's take a motor. Okay. G. Okay, I'm gonna queue up in my toolbar all the things that I need to deploy one of these. So I need a landing gear. I need a projector. There's already a projector there. And then battery, that's it, and control panel. That's the last one. Okay. So now also I'm gonna copy the paint of the starship so that we paint the same color. And then it's gonna be small grid. I get it close to the ground. Oh, there it is. Where's my welder? Okay, character tools, elite welder. There it is. Okay, now raised a few armor blocks. We'll need armor. That's not how you spell armor. Like that. Okay, now a battery. I only need the power cells. Let's get the control panel. Alright, we don't even need the display for it. And a projector. I don't care which direction it has. I always fuss about it and waste a lot of time fussing about the direction of the projector. And it always comes out all twisted. Because the blueprint itself sometimes is twisted. Give me the blueprints. Give me the power cells. Where are the power cells? You got power cells. Don't lie. There it is. There they are. I don't know why I queued up a large battery. I only needed 20. It already gave me 25 power cells. Oh well. It's trying to be extra helpful. Build planner. It's like, you want 20 here, 25. Okay. No. It's not helpful. Inventory full. Okay, projector, blueprints. We're gonna look for the boss car. There it is. Rover transport. Multiple grids supported. Projector, keep projection on so that it doesn't disappear. And then we're gonna need to flip it. Roll it. There we go. Vertical. Up. There you go. Horizontal. I need to line up with one of the axle. Okay, let me see where I'm gonna go. I gotta go 2 down and 1 backwards. Okay. There we go. And then 1 more. Perfect. Right there. Okay. Now start welding. I start welding all the steel first. Do we have our tanks? Yeah, full. Okay, keep going. Plenty of steel plates to go. Let me turn on the lights. No, I turned them off. Yeah, sorry, there's no way to increase brightness or anything on the Space Engineers. It would be cheating because sometimes places are dark on purpose, or you know, you have to use the light in order to see the light blocks. Ah, connection problem. I haven't seen Goodbot said server's gonna restart, so we should be fine. And even if we don't, we'll be fine here. The cruiser is landed and on the ground. Yeah, we're lagged. Sip some coffee time. There we go. We're back. I'm gonna paint it also the color of the surface of the ground so it's a little bit harder to spot. Less contrast with the surface of the ground. So if you're in bird time, paint it orange, you know, brownish, like the color of the sand, as close to the color as you can get it. And here in an ice planet, paint it, and I'll show you how to paint it really easily. One click and you'll paint the entire thing. And what you do is you hit Control Shift and then the middle mouse button with already the color palette you want selected, and it'll paint every single block in the grid that color. So you don't have to go over every single block one by one. You'll just, you know, paint them all. And that's without a mod. That's official. There's the batteries. Gotta get that. Those are important blocks. There's snap to the axle. There you go. We got it. Look, we almost got the entire frame done. And I even have to recharge hydrogen. And there's not much. It's not like this has generators and batteries. Bring a tank. Bring oxygen tanks in your person. Bring hydrogen tanks in your person. That's all the cargo you need to bring. This is a scout. You can also put in the control seat. You can stash a bunch of tanks in there. Oh, what's wrong with this one? Got a little bit of damage. Get more steel plates. Still good on hydrogen. It's kind of tricky, small grids always. Just hovering over them. So I apologize if it's a little dizzying. I'll try not to make such abrupt movements. There we go. So this is, ow, sorry. It is equipped with Gatling turrets. It has small cargo containers so that you fill them with ammo and uranium, because it also has 2 reactors so that you can recharge your battery. If you go way too far away from base and then your power is low, then you can turn on those reactors and recharge. That's what they're for. Don't keep them on. Don't consume the uranium. Like, use them to recharge your batteries and then come back to base. Because then you might get stranded and then find that you don't have any more uranium to come back to base. I'm getting close to that Gatling turret, so we don't weld it yet. I know I have to reach a few blocks behind it, but I want to get all these. Okay, there's a block missing in the blueprint. I'm gonna copy this color. Some blocks down here. Timer blocks for turning it on and off. Okay, we're low on energy. Okay, let's start queuing things. Battery, 2 and 3. Okay, what else? Timer blocks. Come on, queue for me. Timer block. I don't need to queue it. Oh wait. Timer block, gyroscope, 2 nuclear. Let's get the cockpit. I got it. Antenna or detector. Okay. Build planner capacity reached. Let's drop the steel plates. Grab everything we can. Then go up here. Recharge this in the medical room. Yeah, these are very quick. Done. Survival kits take forever. Okay. And then we can go and get the battery. Let's start with this one. The one that's hardest to reach. It's right above the axle. Okay, we got one more battery. Let's go and get more components. Check our hydrogen. Let's get a boost. Then withdraw. Yeah, right now we're getting fed power cells. So we're gonna need... There we go. Excuse me. Okay. Looks like everything is good. Okay, it looks like there's a block here missing. See if we can get it. We got it. We got it. Awesome. Let's check all the others. Just look between the axle and you'll see the hidden ones. Now looks good. Okay. Here we should have for a light. Where's a cockpit? What did we give? It's giving us, it still gave us more power cells. Yeah, it's kind of odd. Okay, no more power cells. We got the right components now. Let's go over here. Antenna or detector. We need the cockpit. That's so weird. Build planner got all messed up. But it happens sometimes on live servers when the lag, like you queue things and it's kind of weird. Okay, queue that up. Yeah, cannot queue that. What did you queue up? Queue up the wheel. Again. Alright. I'm just gonna queue them up. Spotlight. Small grid. Okay. And then cargo. Small cargo. Small grid. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll need one more. We'll need one more after that one. Okay, we got the spotlights first. And then here, get the cockpit. And then we can start getting the cargo. It's all kinds of weird. It gave me even more glass than I needed. But such things. Get rid of this. Okay, we got 2 of the cargos. Mike, Chetty, Freddy, welcome. Top of a Mount Olympus. No, it didn't survive Mount Olympus, and there's nothing there. Like, nothing could land on the top of Mount Olympus. We moved away because we got when we raided the base, inside of it, I found a data pad with a GPS coordinates for a station. And what we did is try to visited that space station in order to try to find one space station that sells starships, but we didn't find. But still, if we found a space station that sells ore, that specializes in ore, and we learned that different factions, NPC factions, specialize in different production materials. For example, there are factions that specialize in ore, some in components, and then others in um, shipbuilding. So if you find one that sells starships, that's rare, and that's one we're looking for. So we're deploying this car, but now we're gonna travel through flat surface. We're not gonna go through any weird mountains, so it should be stable now. Yeah, Freddy saw us crash the car yesterday. Yeah, right. But Freddy, but it's all good. This time it's a fast deploy for that same reason. I get the container. Okay, I need cargo. I need interior plates. There they are. Then we'll need 2 reactors. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my jetpack. I'm actually gonna get a boost of energy while I go check here. No, I gotta be off here to use the toolbar. So I gotta look for reactors, small reactors. Let's put 2 of them. And then let's also place the Gatling conveyors. 2 conveyors first, and then the Gatling turrets. Perfect. Then all we'll need to queue is the wheels, and we're good to go. Oh, the gyroscope and the timer blocks. But that's quick. Okay, let's get rid of this plate. One reactor in. See, we have the conveyor. Yes. Conveyor in. We can seal this. Oh, lag. Yeah, but yeah, welcome guys. We're almost done with the car, and then we're off looking for Misael. Welcome back. She says, "What do you think about playing with all the realistic inventory options?" What do you mean realistic inventory options? I don't know about that. Is that a mod? Ah, this lag. There we go. Okay, turret are in. Realistic inventory option. That sounds cool though. I think I used the materials for the other components on. Okay, let's weld the reactor on this side. Okay. Get that conveyor. Yeah, we're missing components because I used them up on the timer blocks below, but it doesn't matter because it all adds to the same amount total. Now I can finish the gyro. Okay, we'll do the glass at the very end. And then get the conveyor reactors. Okay, G, build planner. Reactor, conveyor. Okay, G, Gatling gun. Cue that. Alright, we got it. And now finish welding the functional blocks. But yeah, yesterday we raided a base, so that's why I'm putting turrets. I'm spending the time on loading it with ammunition and everything. Because last time we encountered enemies, it wasn't defended, but the next one could be. Okay, next, wheels. I can just queue up. Look, I know I'm missing. I don't have to go around. I can queue up 4 of these. Okay, I have 4. Yep, 4, and then the rest of the tire. Okay, and that's all. Oop, sorry. Oh, drop all these. Grab. Did I welded the rest? The other Gatling? Yeah, it looks like it. Did I get the reactor component? No, I forgot the reactor component. Okay, I'll queue it up later. Okay, now I should be able to queue it. Yep, got it. Yeah, because those reactors are for emergency. I have 2 on them so that you can recharge those batteries very quickly. You don't have to wait for one reactor to recharge your batteries if you get stranded. But yeah, it's not for us to leave those reactors on while we travel. It's only an emergency. If we travel for like hundreds of kilometers and we don't realize it, and then we need to turn back, but we don't have enough power to return, then you turn the reactors on. And I like also using blueprints for everything because the wheels come already configured with their speed settings, suspension settings, strength, and all that kind of stuff. So we don't have to spend time configuring anything, grouping blocks or anything like that. For example, the front wheels are the ones that steer. But first I had to find out which ones in the control panel were the front ones, and then uh, I could then. Okay, now I'm not even gonna try to queue up the glass on the build planner. I'm just gonna get a bunch of girder. Where are they? Look, here we have 14 of them. Here we have 25. And I think that's all the girder we have. But let's get the bulletproof glass then. And that's it. We're full. Then I'm gonna prioritize the ones in the bottom because these actually protect the blocks. If anything impacts the bottom, it'll first impact the glass before it impacts the battery. Okay, we're lagged. There we go. And the glass, since it's flat, it's not an armor block, it has way more clearance than an armor block would. So in most cases, it won't impact either. Okay. It's a little tricky sometimes, these blocks. I'm not even gonna fuss. Um, the ones that are hard to reach, I'm just gonna grind away the Gatling turrets and then weld those on their own. But I'm getting rid of all the materials. Oh look, I could get it from the inside. Excellent. Yeah, that's it. Okay, only 2 things. G, LCD, transparent LCDs. We can drop all this. Well, let's just withdraw because I know that the LCDs need glass. Got everything now. Excellent. Okay. Oh, and the LCD is already programmed and everything. So yeah. And you guys saw how quickly I destroyed the previous car. So imagine not having a blueprint, spending all the time building it, configuring it, taking it out, destroying it in 10 minutes, and then having to do it again. No, no, no. It's better to preload a blueprint. And then if it blows up, it blows up. Load the blueprint, it's still configured. Another trick you can do is this battery has power. You can put this battery on this charge and it'll recharge the other ones. But we don't need that really. Okay. Looks like I grinded away more than I needed. So I'm just gonna use my G menu, look for block, corner, block here, and then use this one. Gotta flip it like that. There we go. Also, when you're designing in a creative private environment, you don't have to deal with lag. You don't have to deal with getting disconnected or the server is full. You just build and design, and after that, you come into a public server and just load blueprints left and right. Awesome. Oh, reactor. Okay, let's load the car up. And let's recharge it. Let's do something kind of crazy. Let's get a connector. Wait, sorry guys. The Black, welcome back. Misa says world. You selected before the start game. World settings. Oh, realistic sound settings. Realistic sound is the vacuum of space does not have sound, and I do like realistic sound, but I don't know what realistic inventory is. Probably limits your inventory size. The Black says, I see you want to try SpaceX flip maneuver again in that cliff. Right? Yep, yep. No, no, no. This time we're traveling through flat ground, so hopefully we're not going to crash the rover after the time it took. But yeah, the Black saw us build the rover and crash it yesterday, so he's saying like, are you just working the twice for no reason? Okay, connector. It's a temporary connector. I'm gonna put it here right in the middle of everything. Then we're gonna drive it. Get rid of park. Looks like wheels are off. I think that's a defect of the blueprint. Front wheels. Is it a station? Info. What's wrong with you? Doesn't seem anything wrong. Okay, batteries. Auto. They have power. Gyro on. LCDs on. Reactors are actually on. Turn them off. Turn these wheels on and off. There we go. Yay, we're going places now. Oh wow, she's sliding. It's acting weird. Okay, let's try to connect. Don't hit the landing gear. It's a little bit too tall. It's a lag. It's a lag. It's a massive lag. Okay. Now we're gonna have to do this a little bit differently. Let's get the car out. Okay, that's good. Do we have anything? Any steel plates? No, we need steel plates or anything. Something. Looks like we're missing blocks on the back.
Inventory full.
Okay. Let's move the connector and place it anywhere. Right there. Oh, this lag is massive.
Inventory full.
Oh, wow. Wow. No, 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 no. Bad, bad lag. Come on. Okay, here in the cockpit, I'm gonna stash away all these steel plates. Nice. Okay, now G, armor. I'm just gonna race it. G, connector. I'm not, we'll weld them. Okay. Marius says, it will be difficult to ride the rover because the planet is full of ice and ships like, yeah, and slips like hell. It is true. Yeah, I thought yesterday was doing pretty well. Right now it's just look at all these connection problems. The server is just acting up and the rover was driving really weird. It should drive because it's equipped with the off-road wheels, so those should deal in ice. But look, the server is just like bad right now. So we gotta deal with it. Gotta wait. Let's see. Come on, server. But yeah, hope try to mod friction. Yes, yes, good idea. Yes, let's increase the friction. Because it's particularly because nice not that we're driving in a flat surface, we're not gonna be cornering or angling. The problem with raising the friction is this time Goodbot did not tell us the server was going down. It just crashed. Server crashed. So we're just gonna try to join again. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. I appreciate the patience, but yeah, we can increase that friction definitely, and that way the wheels will have more traction, accelerate and decelerate faster. But it's gonna be worse in cornering. It is more susceptible to flipping if it has higher friction. It just can't catch the edge of the wheel. So I do like a little bit of slide, but not in ice. In ice, like the tires are just spinning in place. But yeah, it looks like the server went down. So yeah, let's take a break and then let's see. I'm gonna keep trying to spam. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments or wanna tell me anything or anything, everything is welcome. You know, it's good to have you guys here. I appreciate you spending time your Sunday, you know, with us here. So hopefully I'll get back in the server as soon as possible. Luckily, we weren't flying. You imagine this happens to us while we're flying the cruiser without brake thrust? We might have crashed into a mountain. So I'm glad we opted to land and start working on the car before the server crashed, because this time the server will crash. It wasn't that like it went down for a restart, because when the server restarts, Goodbot tells you, it says, oh, the server is restarting in 10 minutes. This time it just went down all of a sudden, but it's full. Look, the server was full capacity and it was already like lagging and giving trouble. So you can look at those signs. If your server starts like, it doesn't say, Goodbot doesn't say that the server is restarting or anything, but you start seeing that there's a massive lag and you just cannot operate and things are moving weird, get ready to land and park, because the server may be getting ready to crash. So right now we just gotta wait. Right now the server is not even on the list anymore, but that's good idea. That's a good sign, because that means that the server is down and booting up. So shortly the server will be back live and we'll be the first ones in. So thank you for your patience. Hey Joe, welcome, man. Awesome, glad to hear, dude. We still did not find the NPC faction that sells Starship, so I'm still on the run, and I build up the car again, and we can build a second car. We can load the blueprint and you can build your second car, and we will both go out and explore. I think we should go in different directions. So I think what you can do is you can I can load the blueprint of one car for you, and then you can start working on it and then depart when you are ready. But we'll be leaving ahead because we just saw us build the car, so I'm not gonna build a second one on stream. Let's wait for the server to be back up. And this is good because usually once the server boots up, it's nice and fresh and smooth for a long time. It takes a few hours before it has to restart again. It's still not in the list, but it should be shortly. I appreciate your patience. The Black says the server host is on US, right? Yep, it's US. It's these ones that show up on the list with the star. Look for, and any of you can join right now if you want. World NA number one. It's gonna say number one, like these. But it's down right now. Shortly it'll be up by the time you guys get ready. It should be up. So we're just waiting on it, but they float to the top. These are the official Steam servers, and these over here button is the EOS. These are the crossplay servers. So we are set up in Distant Worlds EOS number 6. If you join Tech Faction, you'll appear in Pertam in a space station in a station with refineries, assemblers, generators, drills, pistons, rotors, everything you need. You just gotta turn on the drill and keep going, keep getting ore. But yeah, there's plenty of ice there. It's settled in a oasis, so you're good to go. If you want to play in crossplay, join this server, Distant Worlds EOS US number 6. And if you're on Steam and PC, join us in, yes, it's back up. Join World NA number 1. This one, KEEN-EOS, it already filled up. There's already 12 players joining, so like that's why I had to like spam the join so that it doesn't fill up before and kicks me out. Keeps us out of the server. But yeah, surely Awesome Joe is gonna join us and play. Then any of you guys are welcome to. So just gotta join. Look for Tech Faction. I'm gonna show you the faction name. Show me. And then TEK, Tectonic. This is the faction name. And then notice it's accept everyone, so you just join, and then you'll be able to spawn next to us. Okay, so we're back. Yeah, server is running smooth. We're alive. I'm welding it because I don't want to destroy it when I try to connect by just impacting just slightly, and then it all collapses on top of the rover. Steam is kind of like a little bit laggy. Okay, come on. Gotta get rid of all these markers. I move the connector. Okay, and now I can get rid of all these plates that are occupying mass and volume in my cockpit. Now I can drop that in here. And then what we need is to operate the cruiser. Okay, turn the cruiser on. Turn ion thrusters off. Turn hydrogen off. Okay, landing gear on lock. Get a little bit of altitude, just enough so the gear doesn't lock again on us. I'm gonna align to the ground. Then I'm gonna connect the car. Watch out for the thrusters. You don't want to run the thrusters on top of the car. No, the server is full. Ah, wow, it already filled up. We were lucky we got in. Yeah, we gotta get a server. This capacity is too low. 16 players. Okay, we touched, but we're not quite aligned. It's hard to see. Okay, the landing gear locked. Yes, ready to connect. 3, connected. Okay, and landing gear is locked, so we can even turn off the rover and the cruiser. Okay, now cruiser batteries. No, no, no. Car batteries. Car batteries recharge. And then the cruiser. Let's turn on the cruiser's reactor. Okay, check batteries now. Batteries. Okay, so the cruiser's batteries will be recharging 3 hours. But it's because also the cars are draining. But the car will be recharged in 10 minutes. Let's supplement that with hydrogen. Let's turn on the hydrogen engine and let's see how that affected. Okay, we got a stockpile. The tank is in stockpile. So all the tanks stockpile off, and that should be good. And then batteries. Let's check the batteries now. Okay, fully recharge the batteries in 57 minutes, in 1 hour, the cruiser. And but it's gonna be even less because once the car batteries are charged in 10 minutes, they cannot charge any faster than that. They have the max input of electricity they can allow. They will be recharged in 10 minutes, and we'll be able to depart then with a full charge. In the meantime, let's set up for Joe so that when he's ready and he logs in, he'll have the blueprint for his own car already. All right. So let's do. Oh no. Landing gear. This connection, this server today is really bad. Landing gear, projector. Look, we even teleported back into the projector and control panel. We're gonna line it everything up for him so it's gonna be nice and easy. Construction components, computer, motor. That's it. Okay, 6. Let's drop the landing gear this time from a little bit higher up. There you go. Now we guarantee it's not a station. Okay. And then G, armor. Let's weld. Now put a battery. No. Let's get rid of this battery. Okay. And then control panel. And then a projector. Oh, I already have it. Alright, let's drop everything we have and get the rest. Wow, the lag is nightmarish. Okay, need more power cells, but that's odd. We should have power cells. Okay, no. We need to produce them. Okay, so assemblers have to be turned on. Production. Awesome Joe is Friday. I'll be getting one. No, the server is full. Nice. Awesome Joe is getting us a server also, man. Thank you. The Black says, I just saw the server in my game. 200 plus ping. Yeah, right now it's nightmarish. It's bad, bad. I don't know what's going on. Production, there he goes. There's our 7 batteries. Let's finish the projector. No matter, man. We're working towards you so that you get in a car ASAP. So let's just wait until the batteries are done. Okay, switch the inventory. There we go. We got our 7 batteries. Then our projector. Blueprints. Let's load the car. Alright. And then projector. Let's roll it. And then raise it. Okay. And then pitch it. Then moving backwards. It's right there, but we're gonna move it there. Okay, it's waiting for you, man. It's ready to start welding. Let's go. Let's see our rover. How's it doing? We need to fill it up with ammo. Okay, batteries. 8 minutes to recharge. Let's get ammo. And over here. Cargo. Ammo everywhere. You can just say car. Okay. Awesome Joe says, not sure what I will be. I will take a look at what happens when I go get it, but I will be going for as big as I can go. Nice, man. Yeah, appreciate that, dude. That's killer. And no, and eventually, like if we get the community to support, so it's not just on one person, that would be ideal. Um, because yeah, if everyone is enjoying from the server, everyone can chip in, and so that we can stay for the long term. You know, we can keep the server going. But that's the goal. That's the goal of this. Start a space engineer server for the community, and don't forget to join the Discord. Link is in the bottom left corner of the screen right now, because that's the way to communicate with friends and the players in that server to join the faction and coordinate. That's where all the chatter is gonna go. This is just me streaming like a video of what's happening, but the main conversations will happen in the Discord. So don't forget to join. We have the cargo loaded with ammo. What we're missing is a little bit of uranium, and don't bring the entire uranium. So, uranium, reactor. Our reactor is empty. Okay, we gotta turn off the reactors. Batteries, cruiser batteries. Will depleted in 3 hours. Oh no. Okay, car batteries. Okay, we gotta find the base location ASAP. We gotta unload this cruiser and send it back to the ice comet, so it can recharge its hydrogen and get more uranium. Okay, so car batteries. 7 minutes for recharge. Okay, let's leave it. Let's leave it. Let's see our hydrogen. I just want to make sure our tank doesn't. There's ice everywhere. Let's supplement this. While we wait, let's be useful. I'm gonna make a little hole here. Okay, let's supplement the engine with some ice. Okay, so generators. Let's turn them on. We have 2 generators. And you can just hold F and it'll gather everything. Because of the server, public server, most times things disappear. Like, you see, they'll disappear even if you don't grab them. Just do not consume. So hold the F, otherwise a ton of the ore is just wasted. I'm gonna leave those generators working. Server, the black says, you will host or you just get one in a service like web. Awesome Joe says, the black, I will get a service. I know a few that are really good. I just don't remember what games they host. Plus, I have to wait and see how much I get paid this week. Oh man, yeah, community gotta chip in. We gotta set up like a PayPal thing or something that people can just drop a dollar or something and pay for the server and monthly service. But yeah, that would be cool. Thank you for getting things up and started. I'll help you out, of course, while the server, the community starts, contributing. But hopefully it's not that expensive. Let's see. It should be a monthly fee and shouldn't be anything crazy. If not, we'll see. We'll see the best options too. I'll start researching as well. So I can chug a bit of more ice. There's nowhere to go until those batteries are recharged because I don't want to be stranded in the car or have to cut the trip short early because I forgot I never recharged the batteries. And this time we don't have uranium. You saw we already ran out of it. But with this ice, we can leave those engines recharging. As soon as these batteries stop draining the cruiser ones, I'm pretty sure the engine will start recharging. Let's check our generators. Yeah, they're full. Processing. Check our tank. Tank is recharging, replenishing. As long as it has ice, the engine can stay on and the tank will actually refill.
Inventory full.
So this is why there's so many holes all over the ice. Players like me that need to recharge their spaceship and land and hand drill a little bit of ice. Okay, batteries. Let's see. Come on, batteries replenish. 5 minutes. Oh my god. 5 minutes. Let's start welding his starship. Just so that we can do something productive. The black says, you will become a hero, at least on my mind. Oh man, I agree. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Supplying a server for us to play, and that's epic, dude. Not really, really. No, it's not, they're not inexpensive. Especially for large amount of players. Oh my god, it's all glitched. Not welding. Nice, finally, thank you. But yeah, it will be smooth server because there's no one but us there. And you can also choose. Awesome Joe can choose the planets that it has. He can put the mods that he wants. Put modular encounters. Put modular encounters. That one is fun. It makes it very, very difficult game. And then I'll transfer ownership so that you can paint it whatever color you want. And then that way we'll have different colored rovers. And then Joe, you're gonna have to do the same thing. Connect yours, recharge it, the whole 9 yards. Because the initial battery is gonna be drained. Do I have? Yeah, I still have steel plates. Ah, sorry for that. Okay, keep going. Look, we're building Awesome Joe's rock car. There's a block over here. Okay. And if you like any of these blueprints, you can find them yourself on Steam. Just search for BOSS and you'll find them all. I named them with that prefix so that you can search and find all our blueprints conveniently. But I think this is the transport, rover transport, or BOS car, a boss car. And behind us is the boss cruiser. There's also the boss yacht and the boss rocket, and there's a rocket small grid, all kinds. And there's the big rover, the large grid rover, which is a mobile base. Finally got that one up on Steam. Yeah, it was challenged because that one belonged to an Xbox account, and it was Steam was saying, "Oh my God, the server is so bad today." Like I'm trying to weld and it doesn't even want to weld. Okay. Construction components. Why? I'm not trying to weld the battery. I'm trying to weld the armor. Joe, when you log in, don't forget to make a GPS coordinate of the location of the starship so that when you go out in your car, you don't lose don't get lost, you know? You always know the GPS coordinates no matter how far you travel. And then if you find a faction, check if it has either way, uh, just share the GPS coordinates with us and then we'll mark it. But mainly check if it has spaceships. And if it does, then that's where we're settling a base. Okay, energy is low. Gonna copy that color, paint that block. All right. Come on. Awesome Joe says, okay, not bad. I thought it would be a lot more than that. I can start us off with a 40-person server with 8 GB RAM, which is fine for vanilla, no mods, for about $30. Dude, nice. Yeah. TechTony, okay, okay, I will do that. Sweet, yeah, man. Let me know, and then we'll share the bill, or I'll take over. I'll take over the bill. No, no, no. But it's better. It's better. Let's keep here. Okay, let me know if you have setup, because then we'll move instantly. That's gonna be good. Yeah, man. It's all good. That'll be epic. Everyone in the same server.
Energy critical.
Okay, energy and hydrogen is critical. Okay, replenish. And then let's also check our tank. Let's look for a hydrogen tank. Now we're good. Almost done with the car. It's missing a wheel. That happens when you're in the way. When you weld the wheel, you cannot place the temporary. I mean, when you weld the suspension, it cannot put the frame of the wheel. Oof, yeah. Okay, looks like that's it. Let's go around, make sure that the entire armor is placed. There's a gyroscope down here. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, all that's left is functional blocks. And over here, we're also missing. Okay, G. Sloped. Have armor. G, and then a corner. The other corner is already there, so we're good. Just gotta weld it up. Your car has brake lights, mine doesn't. I forgot to weld them. Oh well. Okay, 2 spotlights. 2 and 4 suspensions. And 2 wheels. It's all I can afford right now in the build planner. Let's drop all the steel plates. We're done with these. We got everything we needed. Ah, the glass started placing. Ay, freaking lag, man. Where did it place? I don't know now. I think someone just built a contraption in the server that's so massive with drills and stuff that it's lagging everyone. It's never been this bad. Look, even the build planner is all messed up. It doesn't know what to do. Thought it gave me everything. It gave me nothing that I... Maybe it did. I started welding. No. I had 4 suspensions. Okay, let's see if we can finish this. Are you able to join yet? Or is it still full? Awesome Joe says, don't worry about it. I'll be benefiting from it also. It will be some of the first content that I make. Awesome, man. Dude, yeah, you gotta share that. Share your channel and everything so that we can check it out, man. Dude, that's sweet. Joe is gonna start uploading. So that's gonna be very cool. We're gonna have 2 views into the server, and then we can have 2 factions. Awesome Joe streaming red, TechTony streaming blue, and then we can do war. That should be fun. Like we said, like, okay, build 1 week, build 1 week, battle 1 week, build 1 week, battle, something like that. I don't know, whatever you guys think. Okay, you have your cockpit, the wheels, G build planner. I have components for something. I don't know what it is. For what? Okay, all that is good. Next. Oh, wait. Let's get the light. And now I'll do a clean build planner. Turn off the jetpack. Check the jetpack. Okay, we're good on fuel. Build planner. Then we'll say 2 reactors. And then we'll say 2 Gatling guns. And 2 conveyors. And 2 cargos. Let's drop everything. Let's get in here. We got the conveyor, we got the cargo. Gonna get the Gatling gun. Okay, now let's queue up in the build planner. 4 more cargos. 4 more cargos. And then 3 batteries. Okay. Ugh, server. Okay, we're back. Alright, let's go back to the car. And on the other side, place the reactor, place the conveyor, and then place the cargo. All right, we got all the connections. We can finish sealing the roof. Okay, let's start dealing with the batteries. All right, almost done. Okay, 2 timer blocks, 1 gyroscope, 1 remote control. Okay, now girder, production. Okay, girder. Is that how you pronounce it? I never know. I'm pronouncing it out of just me guessing. And then glass. All right, your rover is done, man. We gotta give you the ownership though. As soon as you log in.
Energy low.
Okay. Next, just the LCDs left. Let's drop everything. Withdraw. And we got the LCDs. Oh, there we go. We got that. Okay, info. Joe's rover. Wait. Joe's boss rover. Okay, info. Tony's boss rover. Okay. And then we can get rid of this. Check the batteries, control, car, batteries, auto. Yep, fully recharged. Let's get rid of the prefab thing we built. I'm gonna get a little bit of, oh, we already got no, but we got the construction components that we need for the connector. So let's get more. And I don't want to be the only one without brake lights. I'm gonna get stopped by the GPD, the Galactic Police. Hey, no brake lights. Okay, so let's change the color. I'm gonna have green brake lights because I want to be different. Green my list. No, let's go red. Let's go red. Let's go. Let's just be normal. All right. Okay. Think I'm missing a block. All right. We have steel plate. Okay, covered on the other side as well. Okay, the lights, car lights. Let's add the brake lights to the group so that they also turn on and off when we turn the car on and off. The other one is already configured, so we don't have to do it because we weld the brake lights from the blueprint. Next, time to disconnect. Let me be smarter this time. Get rid of these. I'm gonna grind them all to the there to a frame. And now I can just and they don't impact. Okay. Ah, it crushed me. G blast door. There we go. These are good because their hitbox is not wide enough as an armor block, but they still have a ton of armor. Notice that they have 5 armor plates, where an armor block has only 1 steel plate. So they're 5 times stronger than an armor plate, these blast doors. So if they impact the ground, it has way more resistance than if I were to make the axle out of armor blocks. Awesome, Joe. Yeah, whoa, great. I'm in space. Okay, no problem, no problem. Where in space? Are you in the space station? In the ice comet? In the ice comet? Oh, I spoke globally. In the ice comet? I'm gonna grind away all this. There's still place that I can use. Someone built this as a monument to Clang. Okay, notice the restart survival kit timer block. Can you hear the stream, Awesome Joe? Because it's gonna be easier to give you explanations that way, I think. There is a timer block that is called restart survival kits. So earlier today, I went there. I went to the rocket to check everything out, that it was good, the ice comet. And what I did to teleport is that timer block, what it's gonna do every 5 minutes is gonna turn all the survival kits on. So if you turn them on right now, turn them off right now, in 5 minutes they'll be turned on back. Just make sure that it's blinking. Go to the timer block and make sure that it's counting down. If it's not counting down, then click start, because it's gonna loop. The timer block is configured in a way that's gonna loop perpetually. Forever, it's just gonna keep looping. And every 5 minutes it's gonna just try to turn on the timer blocks. So go ahead and turn off the medical room, the survival kits, and if the timer block is counting down to 0. Okay, awesome. He says I can hear the stream and I will look for it. So make sure the timer blocks is counting to 0, counting down, and then turn off all the survival kits. Click backspace to respawn, and it should bring you back here because these are the nearest spawn points where I am. And in 5 minutes, the timer block will have turned back on the survival kit, and no damage. No harm, no foul. So yeah, while you do that, I am going to plug in your rover. by doing the same thing. Okay, it looks like I was missing some blocks. It's hard to see with the projection. Okay, G, sloped. And then rotate. All right. We did 3 last time. Let me do one more. No, let 3. 3 is fine. 3 is what we did last time. Let's do 3. Because that way it locks to the ground. The cruiser also locks to the ground. All right, connector. Let's place it there. Let's get on this rover. Get it out of the way. It's now on park. There you go. Come on. Okay, now it's moving better. Way better. Oh, it's sliding. It slides. Look at that. Look at that drift. Look at the drift. Oof, oof. Keep it in third. Keep it in third. Press, step on the gas. Donuts. Nice. Okay. Okay, let's get out of the car. And then let's jump on the cruiser so that we can recharge the second car. So that Awesome Joe has a powered up rover. Nice, should go off in 2 minutes. Then that's plenty of time for you to hit backspace. Just make sure that all the survival kits are off. Otherwise, you'll just spawn back in. But there's no problem because all you have to do... Oh, I have to turn it on. I'm glad it's balanced build in the landing gear because otherwise it would have tilted over. Okay, let me turn off the hydrogen. I don't want to cook the car underneath. Let's turn off the ion. And then let's try to line up. I don't want to make sure the landing gear doesn't impact the car. Looking good. Stop now. Stop, stop, stop. Okay, forward or lower. Okay, I think a little bit backward. There you go. Lower. And it's not ready to lock. So I gotta unlock the landing gear. Move a little bit up. Move a little bit up. A little bit to the right. A little bit forward. And let's try again. Yes, ready to lock. Okay, landing gear is already locked and the connector is also locked. We can turn off the cruiser. Let's go to the tanks every time I turn off the cruiser. I don't want to reprogram the blocks because this is important. That turn off is for when you dock at a station and leave it. So I rather do it manually to stockpile off, and then assemblers are on. I gotta add that to the power off. The assembler should be turned off. And then car batteries. Car batteries recharge. They will be recharged in 11 minutes. So same thing as the other ones. They take 10 minutes to recharge. Let's check ours. Batteries. The cruiser batteries depleted in 2 hours with the drain of the energy. And then let's see the engines. Engines are on. No, engines are off. That's why they're depleting so badly. Okay, batteries. There you go. Depleted in 3 hours. But even less once the car batteries stop draining. Generators. Generators are off. Let's turn them on. Let's see if there is ice left in the system. There is no ice in the system. Okay, let's clear this. Let's drop all this. Let's go to our tank and get a boost of hydrogen. Okay, we cannot access it through the control panel. We have to go to a conveyor belt. Hey, Joe! What's up? Don't point your welder at Joe. That's not polite. Okay. What's up, Joe? I don't have a wave command. I get a wave. G, wave. Wave. There's a wave. Joe's already gone. By that time I get to wave at him. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So now let's check your car. Let's check your car. It's over here. We can transfer ownership. Let's go ahead and do that. Get your tools. Don't forget your tools, your weapons, ammo. Okay? If you need to produce any ammo or whatever, just do it. It's all good. We got resources. Next, ownership. So, info. Here are the grids. This is the Tony's car. And Joe's car. Joe's Rover. Let's give ownership to Awesome Joe. Are you sure you want to transfer ownership of your blocks to Joe? Yes. It's yours, Joe. Now you can paint it. And I'm going to show you how to paint it all at once. You select any block, you know, like to place any block. And then, for example, I want to copy this color. So I click Shift P and I copy the color of the cruiser. And then I go to the rover and I say Control Shift and middle click. And it paints every single block. And now it's a different thing. But then you can just go to P and change the texture you want. You don't have to. You can do whatever texture you want. Paint it however you like. That's pretty cool. Let's pick a cyan blue. Oof, sorry. That one snuck up on me. Control Shift P. Oh, I copied it. Cyan blue. Control Shift middle click. Okay. I'm gonna leave that color there. I'm gonna switch to this one. Retro armor. Then I'm gonna paint it all. Control Shift P. Paint it all retro armor. And then I'm gonna switch to this color and to the neon colorable lights. And then I'm gonna color just one line. What about the wheels? How does the wheels look? Oh, nice. Gets a little blue detail line around them. Oh, I'm getting allergies now. I'm allergic to Joe. Joe arrived and I got allergies. What kind of pollutant did you bring from space, Joe? Oh my god. Alright. Just a little bit of detail.
Low.
Okay. Fuel low. Let's do it. That's done. That's all the paint we needed. So Joe's car is gonna be recharging
Fuel critical.
for a few minutes, but we're good to start our trek. This is why you build stairs up your starship. Otherwise, you can get stranded. Your starship's so close, but you cannot even climb on it. So if you lose hydrogen. Tank H2. Okay. If you can, just remember, Joe, once your rover is done charging, please turn off the hydrogen engines so that we don't come back and we have a depleted hydrogen tank. There's something stuck on my keyboard. It's always things in my, oh my god. Okay. Off to the rover. Alright, we're trusting you with those engines. If those engines stay on, it's GG. Alright, let's go. Let's see if I can try again. G. I need a group for the wheels. Alright. Okay. Hide all those car wheels. Let's increase the friction as our friend Misa suggested. It's gonna be good. Let's check that cornering. Yep, it can flip now, so be careful. Yeah, we gotta lower it a little bit. Car wheels, friction. It did improve. Let's lower it to 46. Can we corner? No, look at that. It's still too much. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Regain, regain. Okay. No, no, let's keep. I'd rather it drift. Oh my god. I got out of the car. The car's just going. No. Let's increase, reduce the friction. Let's keep it low friction. I rather it drift than it flip. We can still accelerate. Oh no. Careful. So we have 5 hours of propulsion. And we're gonna reach terminal velocity. It just takes a little bit. Okay, G. Wheels. Okay, increase. Increase propulsion. Decrease propulsion. Reset propulsion. And invert propulsion. Okay. So let's increase it all the way to 100. And it's accelerating. It wants to override my steering. Ah, okay. G. Wheels. Front. Steer override increase. Wheels front. Steer override decrease. Wheels front. Reset steer override. 5. Oh my god, this is weird. Hey, there we go. Minus 30. Minus 20. That's it. Minus 20 steer override. And it'll go straight. Oh, and we can drift it. Look at it go. We're drifting. Right now, the points are climbing points. We should build a drift arena here. Okay. It's so weird. I just want to autopilot. I just gotta drive it myself. All right, let's increase friction. Seven, then three. There we go. Now we can accelerate. Look at that. Now we're picking up speed. I had to increase the suspension strength. That was the trick. Now we're going places. Sorry for that. Thank you for your patience. Awesome, Joe. So I made it to the server. Made it on the server. There is a small problem. Respawned in space. Uh, oh yeah, you're already back. You're already back, so we're good. Yeah, it's terminal velocity. And then we'll just travel. We'll be careful. You gotta just be careful angling until we see. But this is way more efficient than randomly flying with the starship. We were wasting a ton of energy and a ton of hydrogen, and we were running low. So that's why we had to deploy the cars, because this way we still travel in one direction at terminal velocity, same velocity as the cruiser, and we're going through these flat lands, which are very convenient and easy to traverse because they're just like flat. And that way we still look for the space station that we're trying to find. But yeah, at this point I'm gonna take a break from the mic, and so just enjoy, please enjoy the travel. I'll be back shortly in a few minutes. We'll be here. We'll just keep going, traveling in this direction. I'm turn off the HUD, and I'll let you enjoy the view of the trip. We need to keep the HUD on because we need to see the signal show up. Sorry. Okay. But that, other than that, please enjoy the stream. What we can do is hide some of these. We can hide the comment. We can hide the unknown signal. And then it's just actually we can hide the antenna so that enemies don't see us either coming. Okay? This way we'll see enemies in the HUD, but if nothing, until something shows up, either a faction station or an enemy station, we'll be back. Okay, so please enjoy the trip, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll look at the chat, obviously, or read the chat. If you have any comments or questions or anything, uh, it's all welcome. Even just random chatting, it's everything's welcome. Joe says, I got 6 minutes till full charge, and don't worry, I won't forget the hydrogens. Appreciate it, Joe. Did you notice which direction I traveled in? I'm traveling, I think, towards the sun. So I'm traveling towards the sun. If you travel in the opposite direction, then we can make efficient scouting. You can travel, check these settings. These settings are pretty good. I have increased the strength to 21% and the friction to 62. And then just be careful cornering so that you don't flip it, because you're going, look at this, the car is going at 90 meters per second. Ah, got allergies. Okay, excuse me, guys. As you can probably see, along the way we're detecting a ton of ore deposits. This rover is meant for that. Actually, the initial intent is to scout for ore deposits. So that's why it doesn't even have a cargo or anything. It's just a quick deploy, send out, and so that you don't have to be like running around, walking, looking for ore, or worrying about your jetpack hydrogen being stranded if you run out of hydrogen too far away from base, having to walk back. We've all been there. So this rover is meant for that, for a low resource player to get up and started, because all you really need is the batteries and the cockpit and the wheels. You don't need the reactors, you don't need the Gatling guns. Those are extra, those are nice to have, but it's gonna be fully functional with the ore detector, the antenna, the cockpit, and the wheels and batteries. So very accessible early game. I'm gonna corner. You see, you gotta be careful cornering because it might flip on you with this amount of speed and friction. I'm gonna zoom out, see if I see any bubbles, any safe zone bubbles. Look, there's ore there. Look, we're running past it like a boss. We're going as fast as we can. We found silver. That's a rare one here. But we're not considering settling on ores because we can find ores everywhere, but we cannot find NPC stations. So we'll first look for the NPC station and then we'll look for all the ores nearby. A little angle. And we have Joe, who's gonna be traveling in the opposite direction. He's gonna be searching for the same thing. So we're doing twice the scouting. He's searching in his direction. If he finds anything, he'll just let us know and we'll turn around. Joe, did you get a GPS coordinate of the spaceship? I didn't. I forgot. Oh no. At least I still know my way back. It's easy. It's a straight line. Magnesium, nickel, silicon. Yeah, we're traveling really far away from base. And also that's very important, so that remember, if you have extra mass like blocks, like generators, oxygen tanks. I forgot my tanks. Oxygen is rich. Nice. I even have my helmet off. That's fine. I have a hydrogen tank and I don't plan to use it, and I'm not gonna run out of oxygen. But if you're in the moon, or if you're on Mars and you part without oxygen, you're in for trouble. But no, we're gonna be fine here because what we're gonna run out of is energy because of the cold. We found more silver. Nice. Thanks, Joe. Okay. How do I get it from the clipboard? How do I copy that GPS? Do I have to type it? Do you know? Negative 291 686. Okay. GPS new from current position, and it's gonna be a cruiser location. Okay. And then it's gonna be 291 686. Okay. 291 686. 291 291 686 01. Next, Y is gonna be negative 240 7535. 240 7535. 240 7535. 240 240 7535. 7535.27. Yo, Possum, it should show up in your GPS for a few minutes. Oh, look at that. It is there. Excellent. Nice. Thank you, man. It should be shared to my GPS. Ship. Here it is. By Awesome Joe. Awesome. Thank you, man. I can get rid of this. And I can show always visible. There's the ship. Excellent. Okay, we won't get lost. And we're off. Continue. Let's... Oh, we still have momentum. So we just gotta travel until we see one of those. Ooh, we found gold. No space station though. Keep going. Man, Triton is scarce for space stations. It's nothing. Also, this flat terrain is not gonna damage your wheels, hopefully. And that's another thing why I like the 5x5, because since they have more components, they also have more health. They tend to break down less than the 3x3s. Yeah, we cannot go any faster. Looks like a storm's brewing. Visibility is starting to lower. Looks like we're kind of climbing a little bit. No, it's still flat. We're already 30 kilometers away from the ship. At least the rover is stable. It hasn't crashed into it. Oh my god, it's flying. Okay, let's slow down. Start cornering. I ran into a dead end, so I'm not gonna start climbing. Oh no. Okay, I'm not gonna start climbing that. Ah, no. Oof, I landed it. Oh, keep on. We can do it. Yeah, like a boss. I don't know if you noticed, but we did a 360. 360 varial flip because we also did like a kick flip at the same time. 360. Okay, engine is off. Thanks, Joe. Awesome. Happy trail. Happy travels. That's it. Yeah, the storm is picking up. Let's get away from that. Let's go back to the lake because it's flat. This is all angled and weird and not good for traveling at terminal velocity. We can start cornering this way. That's the problem with high friction. Your wheels edge will catch and flip your car if you corner too aggressively. This is good because I think we can still travel through the blizzard. As long as we can see the horizon, we can avoid crashing into a mountain. Yeah, you see, we can still see the mountains. Let's travel more close to the middle of the valley, because if there's a station on the edge and we're just too far away for to register the beacon, we'll miss it. But this is the main highway. This is gonna be the main highway for everything. We could even send this area is so flat and smooth that we can send rovers on autopilot. We can give them GPS coordinates for our base location and send them off back and forth between outposts, sending resources. For example, we find that the silver is right here in the middle, but our base is like 20 kilometers away from the silver. Okay, no problem. We dig it out, we refine it over here, and then load up a car with ingots and program it to travel. You can even go as far as programming the blocks to recognize when the cargo is full, okay, and stop the drills. Let them process, and once the cargo fills up, it turns on the drills back on. Then also program a second area that once it has ingots, it puts them in a medium cargo of a rover, and then once the cargo is full, the programmable block turns on the rover, turns on the remote control, sets it to the coordinates of the base, and sends it all the way to connect and everything, and dock, deploy the ingots, store them, and you don't have to do anything. And you'll just fly around and you'll see the little rovers flying, going back and forth between your base and your mineral and your drills, and keep it as a blueprint so that once you're done digging all the ore, you project it into a new deposit, and then auto dig that one. That's a really advanced. I don't have that blueprint yet. Ah, nice. Gold, iron, and silicon in one deposit right below our feet. But yeah, that's an advanced blueprint. We can work towards that. I think I know pretty much. No, I need to learn the programmable block, because in Xbox I didn't have access to it. I couldn't use it. There's no programming in Xbox, so I don't know how to program yet those conditions. Like, oh, cargo container is full, then trigger the remote control autopilot to go, and then once you reach and dock, then like transfer the ingots and everything. Gold and silver, all together. Slowing down. Oh no, that's a bad idea. Okay, don't hold the e-brake when you're traveling at 90 meters per second. That's a bad idea. Oh my god, this friction is too bad. This friction is too bad. Too bad, too bad, too bad. Okay. I'm going slow and I cannot corner. Friction 20. There we go. Yeah, I'd rather spin a little bit. There's drifting. Okay, friction. Yeah, let's increase it. Let's figure out the ideal. I think it's like 40. 40 something should be good. I can still corner. Yeah, and I can still propel forward. Let's mark this one. This one is valuable. Silver is very rare in Triton, and gold is not as rare as silver here, but it is rare too. And I found them both together in one. And there's also a magnesium next to it. Magnesium, silicon, nickel. We got everything here. But we can process that silver and gold in one station and then sell it for space credits. I don't see it anymore. Look how it's sliding. Like a boss. Here we are. Here we are. And now we can even slow down. Slow down! It is slowing down. It's just not enough friction. Car wheels, let's increase the friction a little bit more. 35. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nice. That picks up. 35 is good. And I can still corner and even drift. Yeah, I can still drift. Look at that drift. That's a better drift. Let's change the angle of the drift. Nice. Nice. There we go. Oh, go sideways. Yeah. All right, let's stop right here. Nice. Nice. Oh my God. Now it drives really well. Okay, let's find the center. Here's the gold. Gold, silver. Silver is the deepest. Here. There it is. Okay. Okay. GPS, uniform coordinate position. Triton. Deposit. Gold. Silver. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, and we're able to pick up speed. Like friction is enough that it lets us accelerate. Let's see how far. And then we'll increase friction if we cannot reach the max speed. But it looks like we're climbing to max speed. Yep, we keep going. 90 meters per second, 91, 92, and 93. There we go. We reached the max. So this friction setting is really good. It lets us drift, and it also lets us achieve terminal velocity. It takes a little bit longer to get there, to reach terminal velocity, but it does. It does reach it. I wish there was a. Do you guys know if there's a key that I can put to keep going forward? Like just. Oh, I can turn off the braking. Let's try that. G. Group. Wheels. Toggle block on. Brake on and off. Off. Nice. Yep. It does keep the speed. Just gotta be careful. For example, ahead of us is a dead end, so we gotta start cornering. And it looks like there's nothing, no station there. So let's start cornering. Nice, look. Oh, nice. We're drifting at 90 meters per second. Look at that. Sweet. Go sideways. Go sideways. Right, let's go straight. Look at that. It's still going sideways. Okay, okay. Come on. Gain traction. Get traction again. There you go. Okay, we're reaching terminal velocity again. Okay, there we go. It's slowing down, but it's slowing down because of friction, not because of the brake force. The wheels are not trying to brake. What if I increase propulsion override? It starts cornering, starts going around. I can't believe we haven't found a single faction. We're heading back towards the ship now. Yeah, we reached the dead end. At least we found a silver and gold deposit. But I don't want to set up a hub for everyone and be missing that. I rather like do the grind and find it. It's available. It's somewhere here. And once we find it, that's it. It's done. We're not gonna lose it again. You know what I can do? Let's see if I can find the faction GPS locations online. Space engineers, faction locations. Nice. Faction list. Okay.